I'm author Gwenalise Clayton, and when I'm not hustling paranormal fiction books, I have a day job as the food and beverage manager for Clayton Manor. My job is to plan, procure, and prepare the meals for Lord and Lady Clayton. Tonight, I'm making enchiladas, and I'm using items purchased from the Seven Sons Family Farm store in Roanoke, Indiana. Seven Sons Farm is a 500-acre pasture-raised family farm where all of the cattle, pigs, and chickens are raised in the open pasture. The Seven Sons family understands that how they manage the soil, plants, and animals will affect the health of those who consume the foods raised and prepared at Seven Sons Farm. This includes the 100% grass-fed beef, some creme fraiche, which is also rich sour cream, some organic cheddar, some local folks enchilada sauce, and these Ezekiel sprouted grain tortillas. Now, I have no idea how good this is all going to taste, so this is all going to be an adventure for us. Also, my secret ingredient for the ground beef is the jalapeno hot sauce, which is made by my friend in Ione, California, who is the mayor of Ione. So Stacy Rhodes, shout out to you. And other than that, we'll just be using sea salt. I got this sea salt at Antonocci's in Fort Wayne. It's the Italian store in Fort Wayne. And then just black pepper, cumin, and chili powder. I have the 6 chili powder because that's what I got at my local store. And then we're also going to be using fresh garlic and some yellow onion. I got this yellow onion at Antonocci's and it was huge. This is 1/4 of the onion. That's how big it was. And then I just want to give a shout out to my friend Heather, and I think she's in Pennsylvania. Her husband made these cutting boards, and mine says the Druid's Kitchen, and it's got the Awen symbol. So, and in honor of Roanoke, Indiana, I am sporting the knotted headband in French paisley by Vera Bradley. The first thing we're going to do is turn the oven on to 425. To preheat the oven, and we're going to spray the pan with the olive oil expeller pressed pan. And you can see I'm totally unprepared for this. And then once that heats up, once the oven heats up, we're going to put the pan in and preheat the pan. And that's one way to keep the enchiladas from falling apart. I have my stainless steel pan heating up on the stove so we can cook our ground beef. And the way you can tell stainless steel is hot enough to cook in is to pour a little bit of water, cold water on it. And if it beads up, it means that it's ready. If it evaporates like it just did, that means it still needs a little bit more time. So let's try this again. So it's beaded up really well. It will eventually burn off, but in the meantime, that's a sign that it has that nice non-stick surface to it. So I'm going to let all the water evaporate. Close enough. It's still going to splatter. I'm going to take some olive oil, and this is olive oil, again, I got at Antonocci's in the 07. It's 2 doors down from the Friendly Fox Cafe. So if you ever need to go to lunch, stop by Antonocci's and pick yourself up some olive oil and other good stuff. Just a little bit. And now I'm going to add my meat. I've started browning my meat. I'm now going to add my onion and garlic. Okay, I had issues with the salt, so I'm just going to put it on my hand. Going to add some of the chili powder. The cumin. Ooh, whoa, that's a lot of cumin. I didn't mean to put that much in. I obviously can't do, just spilled the chili powder on one of the burners. Can't do the black pepper while holding the camera. But this is the magical stuff. The jalapeno hot sauce. This is it, baby. This is my secret ingredient. And you can put more on. Ever since chemo, my taste buds have been really sensitive to spicy foods, so I have to keep it pretty calm. And I have turned the burner down to, what is that, 4 or something like that. And so I'm just going to finish browning it until the onions are soft and the meat is brown. I just remembered I forgot to add oregano. It would not taste right without oregano. We all know that. Okay, so the meat has nicely browned and it's been seasoned and I can smell it seasoned. It smells like enchilada meat is supposed to smell like. So let's let this cool off a little bit and then we can start wrapping the enchiladas. Okay, so my meat has cooled. My pan is hot. I have all my cheese grated. And I have my tortillas. Now, I've never eaten these sprouted grain tortillas before, so I have no idea if these are going to be any good or not. And I've also never made enchiladas this way before. I found this technique on a YouTube video, so I'm going to try it. Little meat, a little cheese, wrap it up like a little baby. Put it down. At least they don't break like corn tortillas do. I'm not a big fan of flour tortillas for enchiladas, but I know they're popular among some people, but I'm not a big fan. Alrighty. Alright, I really didn't do this very well. Anyhow, now it's time for the enchilada sauce. Shake. Open. I'm always so happy when I don't have to ask Lord Clayton to help me. I just want to get this scooped a little bit more evenly. Oh, you'll notice I didn't put any sauce on the bottom of the pan. That was another technique I heard about in that YouTube video. And I have a little bit of cheese left, so I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. And now this cheese is grass-fed. It's made with milk from grass-fed cows. I got to be careful how I say that. Don't want to make it sound like the cheese itself is grass-fed, because cheese doesn't eat. There. I should have. If I hadn't have put so much cheese inside, I'd have more for on top. So this is what it looks like. It's going to go into a 425-degree oven for 25 minutes. So the enchiladas cooked for about 20 minutes, and you can see all of the cheese settled into the little gutters or whatever they're called in between the enchiladas. And I made a salad to go with it. And I'm going to top them with some of this sour cream, aka creme fraiche. And we will see how Lord and Lady Clayton like their enchiladas. So tell me, Lord Clayton, what did you think of the enchiladas?
The enchiladas were fantastic.
What made them fantastic?
They were yummy.
What made them yummy?
Just, I don't know. They were just very good, very tasty.
So they had a good flavor?
Yes.
So what did you think of the sprouted grain tortilla?
You know, the tortilla, if you ate it just alone, it had its own flavor. So it was just everything was just good. It all blended.
Okay.
The enchiladas were absolutely divine. I was skeptical at first about the sprouted grain tortillas, but they really held their shape and their texture, and they tasted good. They didn't taste weird at all. And I think the accidental use of the overabundance of cumin really gave it a sweet flavor that snapped out, and it paired really well with the jalapeno sauce. So it it just had a really good flavor. I would definitely eat these again.
The reason I chose Seven Sons is because I am a cancer survivor, and it is very important to me that I eat foods that aren't going to give me cancer again. I really don't want to go through that. And so I try to eat healthy as often as I can. Now, I will tell you that the items at Seven Sons Farm are more expensive than what you'll get at Kroger or at your other local grocery store, but they are nutrient dense foods and I feel they're worth it. So I probably won't shop there every day, but I'll try to make it down to the store at least once a month. And I got to tell you, the chocolate covered cherry desserts, they've got some ice cream bars and then just chocolate covered cherries in the frozen section. Those are to die for. So happy eating. If you'd like to learn more about Seven Sons Farm, visit their website at sevensons.net. And if you'd like to visit their farm store, the address is 15718 Aboit Road, Roanoke, Indiana. And I'll see you next Tuesday.